It's David D, and this is Yang News of the Day, episode 22 for Tuesday, July 9th, 2019. I have a poll to go over with you, the latest Emerson Poll Data, an article that was ran about Andrew Yang, and a tweet. So stick around. Thanks for being here. Okay, so the latest Emerson Poll Data came out for July 6th through the 8th of 2019 with a margin of error of 4.4%. Seems like a large margin of error, but whatever. I still follow the Emerson poll pretty close. Let's see what the poll data says. Biden, number one, 30%. A three-way tie for second. Sanders, Bernie Sanders, Kamala Harris, and Elizabeth Warren are all tied for second at 15%. Very interesting. Harris had a great debate. She got a bump. Warren, that's the top of her range. Her range has been 9% to 15%. And Bernie, that's actually, he's gone down. So, getting kind of worried about Bernie over here. Anyways, third place, Buttigieg, 5%. Wow, that's low. That's low for Buttigieg. I think how he mishandled the situation with the police department in his district, in the city he's a mayor of, has really done damage to him. He took responsibility for it in the debates. He was like, I couldn't get the job done. I think he said that verbatim. I couldn't get the job done. Which, he owned up to it. That's a good thing, but still, it's going to do damage. And it's sort of reflective here, going down to 5%. He's been at 10%, give or take a point, for the last 5 or 6 months. Anyways, continuing. O'Rourke, 4%. He's on the downslide. And then here we go. Yang, 3%. This is a 1% bump for Andrew Yang. He was 2% in the last Emerson poll. So, we need Andrew Yang to be polling at a stasis of 2% at all times. I know he has to qualify for certain polls for the Democratic debates, but just to see Andrew Yang at a 3% range, which is the top of his range, is a very good thing. He needs to be above 2% to get to the debate stage. He's already meet the criteria for the donations, the 130,000 donations for September and October. But that has to merge with 4 qualifying polls that have a stasis of 2%. So it's not in the bag. He's got to be polling well, but it looks okay for right now. Could be better, but it looks okay to good. And let's see some other notables in this poll. Gabbard, 2%. That's pretty cool. I like to see her at 2%. She's been polling at 0 and maybe 1% if they include her in polls. Booker, 2%. He's on the downslide. And Gravel, 1%. Hey, he's on the board. He's been at 0% for a while, so 1%. Okay, I'll take it. I'm hoping Mike Gravel will make the July debates, if anything. Their campaign is sort of close to shutting down. They have alluded to it on Mike Gravel's Twitter account. But with Marianne Williamson's help, recent help, Mike Gravel might get that additional 10,000 individual unique donors so he can qualify for the July debates. But it might be a photo finish, if you know what I mean here. So, anyway, I'll leave that poll data down in the description for you to look over. There's additional poll data too, so have at it. Okay, so Pathos.com ran an article with the headline, quote, Andrew Yang thinks it's ridiculous how some people believe atheists are less moral, end quote. This article was written by an Andrew Yang fan. That always helps when your article is written by a fan. And it goes on to say here, when asked about the rights of atheists, Yang replied, quote, I just want to say to my atheist friends, some of my best friends are atheists, and some of them also are some of the best people I know. And it's ridiculous that people would think you are somehow less moral or less worthy of the full protection and enjoyment of all of our virtues as a society because of your religious beliefs. End quote. I like that. I love the fact that there is a soon-to-be major political candidate speaking about atheism openly and how atheists are good people. Okay? Politicians always seem to stay away from, the atheist issues, the non-believers. Like, if they're a non-believer, they won't say they are. They'll either, hide it or they'll dodge it, and they'll usually pander to the Christian, voting bloc, which is huge. The Christian voting bloc in America is gargantuan, and they have a lot of power, a lot of sway. And most politicians know it's in their interest to pander to them, to placate to them, to embrace them. But I love that there's a politician by the name of Andrew Yang who is openly coming out saying atheists are good people. I feel like I've been waiting my whole life to hear a politician say that. Okay? Like, has it even been done? Am I missing somebody? I don't know. It just seems like it's so rare. This is such a rare thing for a politician to say out loud in the public. Amazing. Okay, I'm going to leave that article down in the description for you. And finally here, Andrew Yang sent out this tweet, and I want to say it to you here. Quote, "If we mistake money for the worth of a person, we are lost." End quote. If we mistake money for the worth of a person, we are lost. I vibe with this. I am on board with this. Andrew Yang keeps winning me over. I know I'm a progressive. I have further left leanings, but Andrew Yang is a solid candidate. And like I said, he just keeps winning me over. He's got a good heart. He has a good vision. UBI has to happen if we're going to keep our current economic system. I don't know. I really, really like Andrew Yang, and I wish him the best in the debates. Anyways, so that is Yang News of the Day, episode 22. Let me know what you think. Like, share, and subscribe. Click the bell, and I will talk to you soon.